Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco Podcast. See a trucker, blast a trucker. Hey, life. Also Puerto Rican.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Midnight Paco Podcast. As always, you can follow me at Justin Fuller Comedy on all platforms.
I am the_great_COREE. That's where you can find me, or you can find us both on the Midnight Paco Podcast.
That's right.
This dude has a website,
JustinFullerComedy.com. Check it out.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest today.
We do.
We have a fellow comedian.
Yes.
Rapper.
Yes. No. Woo. Maybe. Sometimes.
Rapper. I got his CDs. Music producer.
Producer. Sure.
Nice.
Show producer.
Sure.
Yes.
Father.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Husband.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, JeMel Burner Rankins.
Oh, no.
Where can they find you, man?
At Burner216 or JeMel Burner Rankins on Facebook. That's about it. No, I don't have a TikTok.
You don't?
You don't have a TikTok.
Why not?
Just because I don't like TikTok.
Okay.
Oh, man.
We can move on from that question. Or what's that new one? Threads?
Threads.
Anybody else on Threads?
I am on Threads, but
What is it?
Are you on Threads?
I don't know. I don't understand. It does everything for
That's
me.
like Twitter, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's the Instagram
It's
Twitter.
the meta universe. I don't know.
It's the Instagram
I don't got none
Twitter.
of that shit.
I ain't got that either.
If you want to find me, come find me.
Where at?
I'll just say, the Puff Puff Laugh Show.
Put the shirt. You got a shirt?
Well, I ain't know if
You
it was
got a
time.
shirt, though.
Hey, we got all kinds of merch. Puff Puff Laugh Show. We do it once every month, every third Friday at lounges. We'll get into that a little bit later. But
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Puff Puff Laugh is the new venture.
I like the shirt, dog.
Appreciate
It's
it.
dope.
That's like right down my alley.
Yeah, it's gonna go on this, on the wall, shirt of walls.
Yes,
wall
it
of
is.
shirts.
That is a
Nice.
marijuana leaf with a microphone and a blunt. Dope as fuck.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So,
Yes.
how long you been doing comedy? See?
I'm about to say 15 years
Yeah.
since 2015.
Okay.
With a 3-year
Almost.
hiatus during the pandemic. So
Almost.
yeah.
That's dope.
So yeah, since 2015.
Yeah. What a lot of people don't know is, when I first started doing comedy, with Justin said he was doing comedy. I made a phone call, and the first person I called was JeMel Burner Rankins.
Yep.
And
I always wondered if you remembered that I started your comedy career.
Oh, tell me exactly.
I had it always in me, but I never heard you ever tell the story. You know what? Burner actually sparked my comedy career.
Oh.
Because I kind of did, but I ain't never want to be the one to say it, but I'm saying
I told everybody.
He tells everybody.
I tells everybody. I tell everybody.
I love you,
You've
brother.
been mentioned on this podcast plenty.
Plenty of
I love
time,
you, brother.
and I've always say what you told me.
Yep.
Like you said, don't let the laughs get to me. You said, don't let the lack of laughs get to me. And that's something that I even passed that to the newer people that starts. It's something that I remember and always remember. And it was like, and it still stands true like 5 years later.
I
like,
said that shit? That was some D-Hawk shit, because I don't believe that.
and
Wise words.
And you said you gave me some good people to reach out to.
I did.
You said D-Hawk. We still connected. I talk to D-Hawk almost every day. Jen. You said reach out to Jen. You said Marcus Martin. And I reached out to all those people. I think you even said
I think I gave you one more.
it was probably Bruton.
I think I either told you Sean Showtime or Joey. He was one of them two.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Sean Showtime.
It was Showtime. And me and Showtime got a relationship, and we actually went to high school together, but didn't know each other. But yeah, all of those were good connections. They still solid to this day, and that was good advice. And the advice that people ask me, I tell them the same thing: don't let the laughs get to you, the lack of laughs get to you. And
They don't laugh at my shit, man. I talk about them, man. I let that
But you know what that's
I let
like
it get to me.
that's like
Oh, so you want to use the crowd? You suck.
Yeah, I tell the crowd they suck. They don't have my shit. My shit is tried and true.
no, but what you said it resonated so well because it's
No,
like
that's real. Yeah, I feel
it's super real because it's like
It's super
I did
real.
the same set that killed,
Yeah.
and the same set that was like crickets,
It's good.
and you can't let it get to you. Yeah,
Yeah.
naturally it does, but then like looking,
I mean, when you know that something that you say is funny and you know it works, when a crowd don't laugh, inside you like it's them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, because most of the time if I'm at a comedy show and people ain't laughing, they ain't laughing the entire show.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, they didn't pick my set to stop laughing. You know what I'm saying? So,
it's just something.
and not that I'm the funniest one in the world. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying that I know that even if a joke fails, I'm gonna turn that awkward moment into something funny. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm like, oh, y'all ain't like that shit. Oh, so you know.
It went over
on the live
your head?
jokes.
Don't say that shit. Don't say
y'all
that.
sensitive. Like I turned it back on them because I learned that from like people like Patrice O'Neal and other comics, Bill Burr. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't let nobody booing them or heckling them or not laughing at their jokes deter them from saying it.
Right.
They'll be like, oh, y'all didn't like that? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. So that's how I truly feel. But I mean, those were true words, and I'm glad you were able to take those words and internalize them to make yourself give you some more motivation to get on
That's real.
stage. Because when you told me you wanted to get on stage, other people had called me, before they got on stage first time, and I tell them all the same thing. Like it ain't what you think it's gonna be, but it can be everything you want it to be, depending on what you want out of it. You know what I'm saying? And I give them my spiels. Like I don't do open mics. I'm one of them comedians that don't believe in open mics.
why is that?
Because
Elaborate.
I don't feel like making other comedians laugh is a measure of if my joke was funny or not.
Right.
I'm not a joke writer. I'm a situational comedian. So if I see something and I'm interacting with something or I find something funny, I got to write it down immediately. Like, oh, that was funny, because I can't. I'll never sit for an hour and come up with jokes. That's just never been my thing. So people who do that, I can see them doing open mics because that may be their way of practicing a joke on people. But to me, my test to see if a joke works is to do it in front of a crowd. And I need a crowd to judge if a joke's funny or not. And I've told some jokes that were not funny before.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, oh, y'all ain't like that one? Okay, I got other ones. You know what I'm saying? And I just keep it moving.
But that's coming from a place where, all right, so you're speaking to a person that may be new to a stage that you're not. You're not new to a stage. So like from a person that's like new to a stage and never really like did comedy before, they might need open mics. Open mics may be necessary for people, but
I did do a. Or if you're talking about my rap career or
that's
my
new to a
hip-hop.
stage because public speaking is one of the biggest fears of people.
I get that. I did already have that conquered at that time. So.
And so let's dig deeper than that. Like, okay, so when I met you, you were doing music, you were making beats, and your music has gotten. Not saying it was bad, but it's gotten way better than from when you.
Well, it should.
I mean, I'm talking about way. I mean,
damn.
No, like
I'm talking about way.
Wait, so you mean that first shit I sent you that you told me was dope? It really wasn't. No, it was just dope for the time.
It was dope for the time.
And then as time progressed, I've gotten better.
You can see some of my work with my shirts compared to what they are now.
Artists are supposed to do that though. If you're an artist, the way you start shouldn't be the way you are currently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you know what I'm saying, the way if that's with any art. If you when you started drawing, you started with stick figures, and then you graduated to other shit. So you would expect somebody to grow in their craft. So yeah, you're right.
So and it was like, okay,
I'm still.
I still have some hard shit back then. It was still hard though.
I mean, hey, look,
shit was dope. I don't care what you
I've
said.
always
the Protoculture years was dope, man. You got them albums, don't you?
I don't have Protoculture, but I got a lot of
nappy heads
and Go Live Grizzly stuff. You know, I got that.
Protoculture was 97 to 03. Nappy was like 03 to 09, 03 to 09.
And I got a green nappy head shirt too.
Yeah, Nappy was the shit. Nappy is the shit. Nappy for life. NFL.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, my music career, basically I made beats and I had dudes that rapped over beats and we tried to start, you know, Wu-Tang type collections, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So let me
Around
just
the
share this
city.
with you, and you may remember, may not remember. So I've been hearing about the nappy heads because I used to be in a dance crew myself back in the 90s.
Oh shit.
A dance crew?
Oh shit.
I'm not laughing, I'm laughing though.
Oh,
What was the name of the
shit.
dance crew?
It was BOAK, and look, let me tell you.
Oh shit.
So, like,
Brothers
all right,
of a Kind?
another kind. Oh, so you familiar?
No, I just figured out the acronym, but go ahead. He said, "Oh, so you know?" Yeah, nigga, I was practicing your steps all the time.
but see, no. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Shit,
Look.
you didn't know.
No, go ahead.
All right, so because nappy heads, I knew they was like from the Shaker area. I was from the Buckeye area.
Okay, nearby.
All right, nearby, and it was like, and maybe I imagined the whole thing, but I was at a Crisscross show at the IX Center. And like the nappy heads just like stepped to me and stuff. They was like doing their little dance and stuff. And I was like, why are they challenging me? Like, who am I? How y'all know who I am? You know what I'm saying? I'm by myself. I'm with my girl.
And they would challenge you with like moves.
Dance.
Like, yeah, what you got, nigga?
He was stepping up to him.
Lightweight.
What year was this? 80 what?
Whenever Crisscross came out with Jump, I was like,
So this is 91, 92-ish?
Around has to be around there.
So somebody stepped to you with some moves like, hey, nigga, hey, you ain't got this, and you couldn't defend yourself?
I did.
Okay, so
by myself.
So what move did you hit back? What was your counter move? You was like, y'all don't know nothing about this. What?
Similar.
I'm seeing
right
what?
now.
You gotta get up and do it now.
And F
I
that.
don't wanna
But
see
yeah,
that.
but see, look,
But did they jump dance you?
lightweight. It was
Oh,
like,
so it was like three niggas, but they had a line going where he touched
So it was
me.
Michael
and I'm just
Jackson
standing
shit.
there. I'm just standing there.
Hey,
And I'm
you need to
like,
make a joke about this.
Was
bro.
I'm just
This
standing
is
there
a
like,
hilarious story.
and I'm
Was this
like,
Beat
I'm
It?
at the IX Center by myself with
Man,
my girl.
This was the
Beat It.
Yeah, this
You're
is
telling Beat It story.
Yeah,
this
yeah, I
is the
seen
video.
that.
This
Beat
is
It.
I seen
real.
that
all
video.
made up.
Look, this is real.
Okay, so you're at the eye center with your girl. Nigga step to you,
They
say,
just stepped to me.
what you got?
Yeah, I'm like,
Crisscross in the background, do it, jump was on.
Was it- was
no,
it in
I
the
was very
parking lot?
impressed with Crisscross because they had their shit together. They like did their little monologue of all their songs, and they was professional as hell. I thought it was gonna be some bullshit little kid shit, but Crisscross was on point.
Okay, so get to when you got your served.
Man, they said,
When you got served. Let's move to that part.
Yeah.
I mean, I never said I got served.
You got served, bro. They
that is
before they called it, you got served. What was they calling it back then? They dished you. They got you.
They
You
got me.
cold crush.
I mean, because I was
Bullshit.
by myself and they was with a crew, so it was just like.
Let me explain Nappy Head to you. Nappy Head was a lot of things. Nappy Head, prior to my induction into Nappy Head, was a dance crew in the 80s.
So I'm not lying.
A fight gang-ish type crew in the 90s.
All the fights.
And then it developed into a music crew in the late 90s, going into 2000s. My involvement with Nappy Head was strictly music. I wasn't in the dance crew. I wasn't in the fighting parts, back when they was in high school.
I'm from Buckeye, so.
So, but Shaker, yeah, you're right. Had the history of Nappy Head pool, and a lot of these cats brought Nappy Head up as far as through all these things. When it became a music crew, when we were doing Kings of the Iron Mic shows for 15 years and doing all that stuff, that's when I was involved in it. So I was one of the main producers of Nappy Head.
So did you know that I was working with Under the Tree?
I don't know who that is. My fault, bro.
That's the first hip hop. That's Abdul Salam, the Mason brothers. You know when Abdul Salam was Val was doing the Club Hennessy. That was the first like hip hop club.
What was Club Hennessy?
117.
And
West
what?
117.
Oh, I ain't go to the West Side nigga, back then. If you ain't talking about the Cotton Club, Rhythm Room, the Odeon, the shit on the East Side, we didn't go to the West Side to do no rap shows.
Yeah, because that's where it originated. The Cleveland hip hop scene kind of originated over there.
The West Side Cleveland hip hop.
No, bro, I'm from Buckeye, so it's like
Listen, there's some history I'll admit that I don't know, so you might be schooling me on something.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know.
That's what we used to have. Suave Gotti come with karate suits.
Yeah, now
When he was
Suave was
when he was
definitely a staple in hip
Well, he
hop
was the
history.
Pink Panther gangster, so it was like
Cleveland hip hop history starts for me like in the Harvard area because that's the
Okay.
first, well, I was first hearing Big B and Brother for the Struggle. I
Okay.
guess was the first one.
Pratt Paycheck.
Yeah, but that was all like on the east side. So it was like, and then when I got hip to like producers like Jazz Mark and
Battle Cat.
all those cats. I knew them dudes, but I didn't work with them and stuff. And so, like I said, I didn't get into making beats and music until like '97.
Yeah.
So that was early '90s when they was doing that, and I didn't get into like '97 and '01 is when.
No, it was definitely them. They was like the only go-to dudes, and
So how old were you? How old are you now?
How old I look, man? Because I'm telling you about a lot of
You
shit
look
about
like
the
my
90s.
age.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Like
You gotta
my
be my
age.
age.
You look
gotta
like
be
my age.
My
bro.
birthday is 7/6/76. So
okay, I got a year
do what
over.
you
you.
will.
I got
you
a year over.
You got 2 over me. Okay. All right. So we're in the same. Okay. I was like, I'm
I'll
thinking
be
97. I'm thinking,
I'll be
how old were
50
you in
soon.
97?
You don't
Okay.
I
put
was
no
21
TikTok in
in
your beard or
97.
nothing, huh?
Nah, man.
You don't put no.
I don't.
Juicy Fruity
I thought
TikTok?
about like when I got married. I thought about putting like some mascara. On
Nah,
the
you don't do that.
I didn't want the tears to start
Nah.
to make
Mess
it
up the
run.
tongue.
Because I knew I was gonna cry, and I was like, man, I ain't about to be no. I'm not that dude, man. The grades gonna do what the grades.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
No, man, but
You know, I had dreadlocks for a bunch of years. They fell out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, once the bald spot started growing, and yeah, I couldn't wrap Swami them bitches up at no higher than what it was.
yeah,
So I had
very,
to go.
very good on doing it on your own. We didn't have to have an intervention.
No, I did it on my own. I was.
Yeah.
What happened was my loctician left town. The one who was hiding all the balls. She left town, moved to New York, and the new loctician I got, she was heavy-handed and she was over twisting and just
Pardon it.
Yeah,
So
she was just doing
show
extra
even
shit and
more.
started snapping it out, and it was just at that point, you know, it was 2009. I cut my hair off. It was a whole new world.
So
Yeah.
okay. So so where did you get over your public speaking? Was rapping the first thing you did, or like?
Funny story about that is they used to call me the Willie Beeman of rap. You know who Willie Beeman is?
Yeah.
From First Sunday, or what was it called?
Any Given Sunday.
Any Given Sunday.
Yeah.
What was he noted? What was he noted for?
Beaming.
Well, that song. But I'm just saying, like, what would he do? Every time he went in, he would do what?
Score.
No, he would throw
puke.
up.
Yeah.
Nigga. For years, I would throw up.
Get out of here.
Every time
Mom
I got on
spaghetti.
stage,
Nervous.
it was me with niggas and other. Every time I got on stage, I would have to run off and find a garbage can, throw up, and then get back on stage.
I can imagine.
It was inevitable that it would happen.
Wow.
Inevitable. It's only happened one time in comedy, and it was actually very recently.
Wow.
I don't know if y'all remember that when it happened. When I was hosting the show, and I had to get off stage fast because I was like, "Oh, it's coming."
Wow.
And I didn't. And I don't know why it hit me then, but I don't know what that was. But that anxiety hit me every time I got on stage. But I had to work through it. I had to figure out what that was and why it was. I remember I won a beat battle one time in Columbus. I mean, and when they was playing my beat. And the crowd was reacting, nigga.
Wow.
That's it. I had to run off stage.
He loves it. He loves throw up. It's
Why do
his
you love?
favorite.
Why do you love throw up?
He doesn't. It's like his.
Oh,
it's like his.
That's my
that's
kryptonite.
like this.
That's
That's
my
my
nemesis.
kryptonite.
Yeah. That's his,
Like when you said that the Dare worked on you. When I used to watch the Dare movie, they used to have somebody throw up in the movie. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. If throw up is involved, I'll never be involved with it. Never at all.
So
That's
getting over
wild.
public speaking, that took me a while because, like I said, getting on stage.
How long?
Years, man, years. I thought it would happen when I first started doing comedy because, you know, it just would happen every time.
Yeah.
The nervousness came, and it hurt. And actually, the nervousness happens every time before I get on stage.
Yeah, I love to hear that. 'Cause me too. Yeah.
Everybody,
I
get nervous every
all the
time,
time.
for some dumb reason. I've been on
Yeah.
stages a million times
Because you care.
and every time before I get on stage,
It's
I
because
get
you
nervous.
care. That's
But I've learned to work more off. You know what I'm saying? More so now than when I was in my. Because in rapping, you gotta remember your rhymes and you gotta remember all that. That's I was worried about all that, looking and sound a certain way. But in comedy, it's kind of like I could relax and just be who I am, and it was cool because it's like I had to get comfortable up in there.
Yeah.
Hosting shows helped with that though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, getting into hosting helps with getting comfortable because you go up there multiple times. So when I got into comedy, I found my niche very quickly in hosting.
So you didn't do school plays or nothing like that?
No, I wasn't no thespian in school, man. I wasn't one of those people, man. I probably should have been, and I'm not dissing them, but the fact that you thought I was,
you lightweight a brainiac, bro.
Well,
so
because
it's like
you're so good on if you're good in front of people, he assumes you've always had that thing in
class
you.
clown. I was class clown.
Okay.
I've noted in the yearbook, in the superlatives, I was the class clown. So that's my public. And perfect attendance because that was my audience. I always went to school because I made people laugh.
Right.
look, people
That's what my
always
friends were. Shit.
people always accuse me of a brainiac and overthinker, but I think he got me a little bit, just a little bit.
Well, brainiac and overthink are two different things. I mean,
Both, but I'm saying you both though.
I'm neither. I'm always looking to learn. You know what I'm saying? I never think that I know enough to know it all.
I told this dude one time, I don't know if he remember, I was like, look, man, I probably got to get another phone. And I told him why. He was like, yeah, well, it's probably either the connector or the connection to the phone or the charger. Either way, it's a problem. And he broke it all down to me. He had like a whole 30-minute conversation about why my phone is not charging. You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what happened?
I had to get another phone.
Yeah.
But it's like, it was like me talking to myself. It was like
No need to do all that.
That was an answer that I would have gave myself, but it was
There's a lot of smart dumb niggas out here, man. People who think they know. Yeah, that's fine. And I respect everybody for knowing what they know, but know that you don't know it all too. You know what I'm saying? That's all I say.
Definitely.
Incorporate that into
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. But so like, all right, so you didn't do school plays, but you went straight to rapping. Like that was your first stage.
Yeah. Rapping was my first stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
then
like,
at what point did you want to say, I'm going to try comedy?
Well, like I said, I was doing podcast. I was gonna say it like I said.
Yeah, prior to the show. Yeah.
Previously.
Off screen.
I was doing podcasts for years. So I got into this podcast game in 2009. I started doing a podcast called The B-Side. That kind of blew up real big, and I got real, comfortable in like radio type,
setting.
broadcasting.
Okay.
Putting my voice out there, and then I wanted to put my face out there, so I wanted to, have the cameras and all of that. So I was podcasting from, I want to say 2012, from 2012 all the way up until like 2022 was when I stopped really podcasting hard. I was, because my last podcast was Fuck Your Couch with my nigga Sebek. We did that for 5 years. Yeah, it was pretty much similar to y'all. It was two niggas on the couch is what we called it, pretty much. And we just sat there and got high and talked about stuff. But we had a good time. My podcast career got me back on a mic, and then when I met D Hawk, when I got him involved in a podcast that I was doing called Thinking Out Loud. I met D Hawk, and he agreed to be a co-host on my podcast I was starting. And from there, he introduced me to stand up because he was doing it, and he invited me on a stage, and I got on stage in 2015 and had a few jokes that was funny. I don't even remember my first. I think I do have a joke. I remember a joke that I used to do that he used to tell me, never do this joke again.
You want to do it now?
It was one of them jokes. I still remember it. It said I would say that I can't do an impression. Like, I'm bad at impressions, but I'm excellent at impressions of people doing impressions of someone else. So, like, I could do Bill Cosby as the Incredible Hulk.
Okay.
How so?
Quaalude. But again, it's a dumb joke, but I was high and it was funny to me.
Right.
So you was the Incredible Hulk doing Bill Cosby.
I could be somebody being somebody else. Like I could do those kind of impressions. Hey, I'm great at somebody trying to do somebody else.
Right. Yep.
Nell Carter as Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? Give me a break. And I could do.
I see why.
I used to do that joke.
I see why D-Hawk said, but you know what?
It's funny. Y'all are laughing.
No,
Look,
I guarantee that would work at night.
Look,
at a spot.
Look, I get it because
if
I've
you're
said-
in the groove, you can say some shit, and
I
people
walked a
will.
couple
I
times.
get
Yeah,
it because
well.
I sang "Give Me a Break" so many times. My mother
Yeah.
said if I sing it again,
So if
I
you-
got to get out.
So if you just say I can do an impression of, I can't do an impression of Neil Carter, but I can do an impression of Neil Carter trying to be
That's hilarious.
somebody else. then it comes off good.
So-
where you at now?
No, but okay, because I basically want to get to the you know I always emphasize like you know how did you get over your stage fright? What was it? You know, because that's a big feat for most people. Like once
Yeah.
you get over that, your comedy is like you got material, you know you're funny,
Yeah.
but you got to get over your stage fright. You got to get over like people looking at you and feeling like you're being judged.
You know what though? That second point, I think people take it for granted though.
What's that?
Knowing that you're funny. A lot of people think they funny,
Yeah.
and they not. They're funny for certain
People.
situations.
And people, too.
You might be funny around your family.
Yeah.
You might be funny around, your friends. Getting on stage is a different animal. And I got a cousin who wanted, back when I was doing comedy down at D-Hawk used to do a thing down at this bar called the
Dog
Dog
Pound?
Pound. Yes. If you know the Dog Pound's a hood bar, and them niggas did not come there for no comedy show. They came there
Not
to
at
drink,
all.
and you
Not
had
at all.
to you had to fight that crowd every week as far as.
Literally, or get stabbed.
But my cousin thinking that comedy's easy, you just get up there. And plus, he knew a bunch of people up there.
Yeah.
He got up there, and again, day one, he killed because everybody seen, Mark getting up on stage. He want to do it again. He
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
back the next time,
None of his peeps there.
it bombed. You know what I'm saying? So I said to say, being funny isn't and then when you hear it, it's cliche now. Being funny doesn't translate to stage. So a stage is different, and being on a stage, you know what I'm saying? Like I got a friend of mine now. I think he's hilarious. If he would sit and write some jokes and purposely deliver them, he would be he would be like the next Bernie Mac. But he ain't got that much faith in his stand up. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? He could kill out here if he focused on it because he's that funny in person. You sit and talk to this guy, you ain't doing nothing but laughing from the time you start talking to him to you finally say you got to leave because I'm
Right.
sick of laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like he's that funny, but it doesn't translate on stage the way he wants it to. So it's about finding that formula. I mean, even shit that I find funny in normal life. I can't just say, "Hey, yo, it was funny when it did," because they ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
ever
That's what you
find
think it
something-
is, though.
Yeah, you
That's
ever
what
find
you
something
think it
funny
is.
when you high and then you get sober
all
and
the
then
time.
you think about it and be like,
That's-
that was not funny at all. Like I was cracking up last
Jim.
night. Like it was the funniest shit ever.
It's mine, I think.
Yeah, somebody phone doing
Yeah.
something. But yeah, it's just just being able to know what stand up is and respect the fact that and learning how to do jokes in front of black people is a whole different thing too, because you got to make black people laugh.
Speak on it. So like okay. So it's not a secret that there's black rooms, there's mixed rooms, there's white rooms, there's older rooms, there's younger rooms. Like
Right.
like how do you like?
I mean, I can do all of them. I don't differentiate. Well, I can do all of them, and because my comedy is kind of like I have a lot of dirty comedy, but I have a comedy that's very universal. It's like I don't have like just black people this or just black. You know what I'm saying? I don't have just black people relatable comedy. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
I have people relatable comedy. You know what I'm saying? If you ever had kids, or if you ever been married, or if you ever had sex, everybody had, everybody had all that stuff. You ever took a shit? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
this is stuff that everybody does.
Right.
I don't have, the get down with just the black people jokes as much. And so for black crowds, when it's just black people like Dog Pound and stuff like that, a lot of times you have to make those people laugh. They don't want to think. They don't want no joke to, they just want to make me laugh. So getting used to that and then transitioning with doing other crowds. It ain't hard for somebody like me because, like I said, I can do a little bit of everything. But I can see it being hard for certain people. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
very different. It ain't even hard for me, thank God. But
Yeah.
I can see how it is. It's a problem. You know what I mean? Because especially because a lot of those rooms are tight. People are there. You know what I mean? They're right.
It's
right
never
there.
been a
it's like
problem, though.
stages. I mean, I'm just saying, like as a comedian, when you're like different rooms, you have like stages, you have rooms that are small, tight. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So you're like personable with people. So you got to have a certain energy and a certain, you gotta, it's just
And you gotta be,
different
and you gotta have an array. Like I said, you have a wide array of
material
material
Yeah.
as far as relatable stuff.
Yes,
If
yes.
you just got, you know what I'm saying, black people stuff and you're in front of a white crowd, you probably can get it off because that dude, what's that dude that's the new SNL cast member? The black dude, Cam.
Cam Williams,
somebody?
Cam, yeah.
That's a straight nigga, but he has a complete
So he
white
on
crowd.
SNL now.
He's from Kill Tony.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Tony.
Yeah, I know it.
that nigga's all nigga, but he cooning out. He cooning out for SNL. Like, I don't know. It's hard for me to differentiate if that's just him being him or if it's cooning. I don't know. It's hard for me.
Have you seen him on Kill Tony?
Yes, he's funny. I like him.
I mean, and this is no shot, but
I haven't seen him on
I think him
SNL,
and Pope is the same person.
Him and who?
Pope.
Pope. Who is Pope?
The comedian Pope with all the hair.
I ain't hip, man.
You ain't hip?
No.
He from here.
You know who Pope is? Y'all know? Oh, okay. I'm not. We gotta get hip
No,
to
he
Pope.
cool.
Is he funny?
No, he funny.
Oh,
Yeah, he funny.
Let's get him on the show. Sure. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but him and Cam, I was like, they kind of remind me of each other a little bit. But so that's
Midnight Paco. Oh, I'm sorry, I just had to.
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah, Midnight Paco and his beats. We finally got Burner in here.
Yeah,
Look.
so
What you mean finally got? You could have had me a long time ago. I had secret
come
beef with you
on,
for
man.
years, man.
Secret beef.
I
Come
did,
on,
man, because you've been
man.
doing this podcast for a long time. I was like, Corey's my brother. I done known you for years, and he's not once asked me. I've been doing Puff Puff Laugh. We've been doing this for a year and a half
Get
now.
into that, yeah. Let's
And
get into it.
and I had to hit you up and say, hey man, why ain't I been on this goddamn show yet? And you like, oh, you gave me the whole, you gave me the PC shit. Man, our doors are welcome, man. Our doors are open, man. Anytime, Burner. Anytime for you. And I know it is anytime, but I needed Corey to call me and say, hey, Burner, I like what you're doing out here, man.
I didn't think you even saw what we was doing.
I
Man.
like everything, every single one of your posts. You don't see.
Hey, I'm gonna say this to you. Why not? Why wouldn't he know
Why
what we
wouldn't I,
doing?
man?
Because I know JeMel. I know JeMel.
You know JeMel.
Yeah, I know JeMel. So
Damn Burner, huh?
yeah, I know JeMel,
Damn
and JeMel be
Burner.
on JeMel, and JeMel
But
be like,
Jamel has not let you down, have I?
nah, man.
All right.
But I was just like, man, he don't even know I got a podcast for real. Like,
I told you about that. Yeah,
I was like, man, he don't even know.
you talked about this podcast when you first started it.
I was like, man,
Well, let's talk.
Okay,
I'll let you off the hook, man. You done built a nice audience, and you done built and you got people worldwide. So I appreciate being seen worldwide now.
Yeah,
But they knew who you were. Now you guys can put a face
to the
with
name.
the name.
Yep.
Because I talk about you quite often.
Often. Yeah, he's brought you up from
But
day
then that's
one.
my fault because I ain't watched the show.
See, see what I'm saying?
Because I was hating. I was
See
like,
what I'm
he ain't had
saying?
me on the show yet. I ain't watching this shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Scroll.
I like it. Being scroll.
That's what I'm saying. Like I was like, he don't even know.
I watched a few shows. I did watch a few shows.
You know I got a
'cause it was
podcast.
people that I knew that I have watched a few shows. I fuck with y'all.
No, man, but you know what? To be honest with you, like, and I'm gonna say this because like Cleveland is a rough
Absolutely.
entertainment town.
Absolutely.
Anybody that's doing something from here and they mess with you and you got the pros crying, talk about I'm not ever going back to Cleveland.
Yeah, the fact that Eric said that is kind of like.
I didn't even say his name, but
Yeah,
you know,
but I'm just saying, you can say it, fuck him. It's like, that's who we perform in front of all the time, my nigga. Like, all we do is perform in front of
basically,
Cleveland
and
crowd.
that's what I'm saying. It's like,
if you can't do it, then say that, but don't say the
but
crowd.
you a pro and well respected.
They don't like you. Yeah, fuck Harry.
I mean, but they showed up there.
They showed up and he wasn't funny. So it's like,
that's
just
what I'm
accept the
saying.
fact that you wasn't funny.
That's
Don't
what
blame it
I
on the
mean.
city.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
So they went there liking him, but they didn't like him.
I want to just say this. You know, for him being a comedian, being on Mad TV, doing impressions, I'm on the same road. I do impressions. I'll probably imitate everybody in this room after they leave. But
I'm unimpressionable. You can't do an impression of Burner.
He does me, even though
It's not hard to do.
I don't know how.
no, but I'm just saying, like Ari Spears. I ain't gonna lie. That bothered me when he did that, because I'm like, bro, I kind of like looked up to your
It bothered
career.
me too, but I said he was correct. Cleveland crowds
he
are
was correct.
very hard to
Very
perform
hard.
in front of.
Very hard.
And sorry that you feel the way you feel, but you know what I'm saying? Like he was right. It's Cleveland crowds are rough.
I mean,
True
I'd
that.
like to have been at the show because, look, see, some headliners, they come to the Funny Bone, they come to these places, and they're working on their set. You know what I mean? They ain't coming prepared with a set.
They treat it as a lower.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the crowd
What
sometimes
they
are like,
saying is-
what's going on? Why ain't you giving me a good show? And he comes there like, well, I'm just working on some stuff. But hey, what's
let
up
me
with
just say
you
this.
guys? And then they're like, F this dude.
Let me just say this for the world. Cleveland is Thanksgiving. All right. This ain't no time to try recipes out.
You got to come with your.
You gotta bring it. Cleveland is
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. You
Come with that
can't.
recipe.
You can't.
Auntie gave you the hand down from great grandma.
This
You'll
is
try.
like, let me try this out. No, you can't do that.
3-bean
No.
noodle soup. I tried. No, nigga. Ain't nobody about to try your new 3-bean
No, this is
at Thanksgiving.
Cleveland is Thanksgiving.
We
For
can
all
try
comedians
new
out
shit,
here,
fool.
this
What
is
are you
Thanksgiving.
doing?
You can't experiment or try this for the first time. You gotta. you have to be proven, and
I'm telling
it
you.
has to be legit when you come here. Like Ari Spears probably thought it was gonna be a cakewalk because you a celebrity and everything, and you know you do have fans here.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, and I was still a fan until you said all that stuff and said that we're like mindless.
But I mean, as a comedian that's been in front of Ari Spears, who's been in front of 1 million crowds, he should know. Sometimes you just don't have a crowd that night, and if you're not able to, that's why I say comedians like Dave Chappelle and Patrice O'Neal are like my heroes because.
They ain't get hooked.
And Bill Burr and people like because they pride themselves in losing a room and then getting them back. You feel what I'm saying? Like they don't care if you don't like a joke that they say, but they'll get you back. You know what I'm saying? The get back part is hard, but if your mentality is there, then you don't let the joke that didn't work take you down. That's what I was saying earlier. You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be shit that don't work. Fine, it didn't work this time, but it should. People not laughing or people booing or something like that. I shouldn't say. I guess I shouldn't say it shouldn't. But for certain people, it doesn't bring them down. For certain people that it does, you know what I'm saying. Then they have to find other ways to get over that. But for certain people, and that's again, those are my role models. So I try to be that way. You know what I'm saying. I try to be someone who doesn't take having a bad room. But I say that to say Ari Spears should just know if you got a bad room and you can't turn them, then just say that.
I mean,
couldn't
that's
turn a
bad though
room.
because that's the room of your fans.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what
but
the hell?
he couldn't-
I
he
wasn't
couldn't
at the
turn
show.
'em.
To be fair, I wasn't at the show, so I don't know how it went. But if that's a room of your fans, and that's bad. That's,
I mean, I've not been funny in front of my fans.
I get
People
it.
that, you know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he treated it as such or if he just went
Again,
there
that's
like,
why I'm saying
I'm
as a
gonna get some
comedian-
money for my gas, for
As
my
a
bus.
comedian, he should have known better and been better about it.
Yeah,
And he had he said what he said and he got a right to say it. But
Right.
it comes across as like, nigga, you're a comedian. You had a bad weekend.
Yeah, right.
I want to change this channel a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to go to the music part real quick.
That's one thing I like about you, Corey.
What's that?
I love that you have always been a fan of my music.
Your music was dope.
Yeah. Like, 'cause, again, I ain't nationwide. I've been Cleveland only, but you've been exposed to and a fan of music like since the '90s, like the music that I've been putting out.
I like good music, man. It's good music, and it's just like
This dude's wild.
I appreciate that of you because you've always told me that.
Yeah.
so. Here go. Okay, all right. So by you being music, so you've been a fan of music as well.
Sure.
So all right, so look, check this out. So if when you first heard A$AP Rocky, didn't you think he was from Cleveland? Wasn't that the Cleveland sound, like his first single? It sounds so Cleveland.
When I think of Cleveland sound, I think of things that don't. This is not A$AP Rocky. I think of. I'm not a fan of the Cleveland sound.
I get it.
The Cleveland sound that they portray out there, and it's because I come from the the '90s boom bap backpacky era, and I formulated a lot of my fundamental hip hop views and liking pleasures off of that. So when I moved off of dope beats and lyricism. You know what I'm saying? A$AP Rocky had lyrics. I wasn't necessarily at the time when I first heard him. What was his first single?
I forget the name of it,
but I wasn't a fan of the beat initially.
That was some Cleveland shit though. Straight.
And it might have been, but I heard the lyrics behind him, so I was a fan of him lyrically. And then when I started hearing him over beats that I liked, I became a bigger fan.
It changed, but his first single was like, whoa, that sounds very Clevelandy.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying though. Yeah, it's a weird. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a weird thing that Cleveland sound, because what pisses me off about Cleveland musically is that we're surrounded by Detroit, which has a musical sound, Chicago that has a musical sound, even Pittsburgh got something. You know what I'm saying? That they say this is some Pittsburgh shit with what's the nigga name Wiz and
Stop it.
all them. Fuck Pittsburgh, but
for real, yeah.
and then even Buffalo, you know what I'm saying, which is 2 hours up, they got
with the Griselda
and all them. So it's like when you look at Cleveland, it's like it makes me upset that we haven't made a bigger musical mark.
I mean, we have, but it's been misconstrued. It's been
in funk and R&B. It hasn't been in hip hop.
It was changed
I mean,
because
how can you get bigger than Bone though? I mean,
But Bone wasn't.
but even before Bone, you got to think that that people think that the California sound is California, but it's actually it's Ohio. I'm gonna say Ohio versus Cleveland, because Zapp and Roger, Ohio, Lakeside, Ohio, Slave, Bootsy, all that's Ohio. Slave, Ohio,
Funkadelic, that's all Ohio shit.
All Ohio. Ohio players.
OJs.
And then you got the Kinsman Dads and all that stuff. So and the OJs.
Yeah. So we have our market like that here. So I maybe have to do, but I'm talking about like when it comes to hip hop.
When it comes to rap or hip hop, I think
there's Bone. And then what?
Well, before Bone, you had MC Chill.
Now we had a run with Chip the Ripper and Ray Jr.
Yeah,
we had a small run, but
they was the first crew that actually had the sound.
Bees and Train,
Brothers in Struggle.
And I know I'm
about to say
sorry. Can I say this real quick? The reason why Ray,
the voice you're hearing is Gene Miller.
Oh, I mean, they made
Gene Miller. Go ahead, Gene.
Go ahead,
The
Gene.
reason why Ray and all of them work is because they actually had that sound
for the radio.
No, that Cleveland sound that make you bop. Cleveland got a bop to it.
It may not pick him up, but
you hear me?
Hey,
he said Gene said Cleveland got a bop to it, and they do.
It's the same bop that Brothers from the Struggle had. Yeah. It's the same bop that MC Chill had.
MC Chill.
You feel me?
Did Bone have that bop?
MC Brains.
Brains was one of them too.
Shout out to Shannon Brains. The Shannon Brains, yeah.
Bone actually put the funk to it in a different way.
Yeah.
They harmonized.
Yeah.
And they made it funky.
Bones harmonizations and cadence they set a trend with that.
Yeah, they did. Yep. Yeah, they did.
But
that was so cool as fuck. Yeah,
I didn't appreciate it at the time. I think to this day I probably only like 3 Bones.
It's
songs.
the Cleveland in you.
It's probably no, but I'm gonna accept that because Cleveland niggas are haters. But and I'm a hater in a lot of ways. I don't hate on Bone because they did what they did. I didn't like Bone for 2 reasons. Number one, I didn't know what the hell they was saying, and I hated any nigga that rap. I knew a dude who knew every word to every song on Bones. Eternal 1999. Every song, he knew every word. Yeah, see, people who know all the words made me upset because, like, how do you
know so strong?
Well, look,
that's Spike Lee back there.
You hear the voice?
Hey, shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Shout out to them, but I
this nigga this same fit, nigga. I mean, they used to chase me home. But nigga, this same fit.
Hey,
No,
we got Gene and we got
Gene Miller and Spike Lee. And
Check out their episodes.
Yeah, they the
in the
Puff Puff
mix.
Faf. They've been on the show.
Puff laugh.
Puff Puff laugh.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, they are like family of the Midnight Paco podcast.
Yeah, they are.
But I
Midnight Paco.
But I also wanted to say, like, it was a time that I couldn't hear lyrics at all. I couldn't understand them. I thought it was amazing when people would rap stuff because I couldn't hear the lyrics.
That was I didn't like it because of that, and then I didn't like it because of my church upbringing, and they was real big into like devil worship and Ouija shit.
Yeah.
So those two things made me not like Bone.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
All right,
so
all right. That's legit.
But you know what? The Gravediggers was hard though.
You talking about with the RZA
and Prince Paul and them.
Man.
The Gravediggers was kind of hard though, even though they was into that horrorcore shit too. And it was kind of like, but then see that's where you see the difference. It was like.
Complete
Hip hop.
different.
You know what I'm saying? Prince Paul and RZA, you know what I'm saying, was giving me some hip hop behind that evil weirdo shit. So I accepted it because of that.
But you like 3 6?
I was because of the name.
Okay.
Swear to God. When I saw the name 3 6 Mass, I didn't like Project Pat either.
Okay.
I was not a fan of that music. What? No. Again, that's just with my hip hop upbringing.
I'm with him on that, but
I was a fan
Project
of.
Pat got a style.
I was put it like this.
The more,
I may have
not
listened
the
to Project
lesser.
Pat, but I never.
That's hard.
Yeah, I never bought that album. I never bought a Project Pat CD tape or anything. I didn't do that. I never bought none of the like during the Master P era. Not nearly one album I've ever bought. None of that.
Bought some
none
Master
of
P.
Cash Money shit. I've never like none of that. Like that's when I started hating rap music.
You don't like Lil Wayne?
Is when, because there was a point. See, I came up. When
straight hip hop,
everything that came out was dope,
right?
And then it was like it wasn't even East and West. It was whatever was dope. Because Hieroglyphics and Sons of Mischief, they was West Coast.
It was West, but they was straight
Alcoholics. Yeah,
that was
Alcoholics and Rizecast and all Death Row. Dr. Dre is my. Like when that's my what they call it, the spirit animal. That's my gangster animal.
Okay.
Like I got my gangster out with Dr. Dre because he was hip hop to me.
So you weren't listening to Spice One and Top Authority and all that.
A little bit, but not as much.
I feel you.
Not as much. I was hip to AMG and Spice One and all them, but I wasn't.
Cleveland's own AMG.
Yeah. But I wasn't as big into that style of music. You know what I'm saying? I was bigger into the harder, boom bappier stuff. And that's where my ear would gravitate to. So when I would hear anything that wasn't boom bap, like the Cleveland shit, it was a turn off for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how my ear had grew in hip hop. You know what I mean? And it was, people say it's limiting, but it's like, that's how you grow your taste. Like, when you was 12, 13, 14 years old, learning, and that was 88, 89, 90. That's when my hip hop taste was being formulated, you know what I'm saying?
The
EPMD,
best time, baby.
You know what I'm saying? The Redmans, the Rakims, this was past the Fat Boy era, past the Run DMC era, past the cool, you know what I'm saying?
Big Daddy
I was in the era of Heavy D and the Boys and again I did like NWA. You know what I'm saying? I was a big fan of NWA because Dr. Dre to me was dope. I like Dr. Dre. I thought Ren was a dope MC.
A lot of people don't know that you was an MC and you made music. A lot of people don't know about your musical history.
I know, that's sad because I'm dope.
Because
I'm dope.
So just to let people know, like if you were to go on tour with somebody, anybody, past or present, like where do you feel like you would fit on what tour?
Me and Kanye West.
Kanye?
Yeah, probably. Kanye and Madlib and Dilla.
Whoa, wait a minute. So you went from
No ID. I'm talking about that range of
this
beat
dude
making.
said Kanye West. Everybody know who Kanye West is.
Yeah.
Probably nobody in this room know who Madlib is but me.
Yeah. Oh, No ID and Dilla and RZA. Like
Wu-Tang RZA.
I put my music in that category.
You just went from
Pete
here
Rock,
way over there.
Pete Rock. Yeah, that's what I go on tour with. I be on that mega tour.
Okay.
De La, with all them.
De La Soul.
Tribe. I can see that. I can see that, but
I was gonna say Tribe Called.
Yeah. I mean, but from Tribe to Wu, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the range, and that's a big range. I mean, Mobb Deep is included and all that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a big fan of DMX when it first came out. It took me a minute to get get on to DMX. Same thing with 50 Cent, but 50 Cent's beats were undeniable, so I kind of was forced to like 50 Cent because I didn't think he could rap too well. I like that. I like that. You know, that first freestyle that came out.
I'm gonna let you in on a secret.
What?
I thought Busta Rhymes ruined Scenario.
Ruined Scenario?
I thought he
ruined the remix. The remix, I don't think he just was doing some extra shit. But the original, he bodied that shit. Come on now.
I couldn't understand.
He bodied that shit.
I thought he ruined it.
No. Busta Rhymes was that dude for a minute.
Undeniable.
Busta Rhymes' first
but
2-3 albums.
Scenario, I couldn't stand this part.
Break Your Neck is one of the best for the gym in the world. Break Your Neck.
Oh yeah, all that shit, man. Anyway, they had they did a blog called
The Butter?
No, it was diehigh.com. It was called diehigh.com. Anyway, they asked me to do an article, and I did an article on there called The Whack Nigga in the Crew. And basically, I went through a bunch of groups that I pointed out who I thought was the whack nigga in the crew. For instance,
did you do
Naughty by Nature?
Vinny
definitely was the whack nigga in the crew.
Vinny
you know what I'm saying? He was just brought along for whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You say Jerobi, I'm about to shoot you.
No,
Okay.
what I did not even do Tribe.
Okay.
Because Tribe, Fife, and they were just too dope. Who else did I say? It was about 10 of them.
The dark skinned dude from
8 Ball and MJG. For a long time, 8 Ball was whack to me. For a long time.
Views of Burner are not necessarily.
He was the whack nigga on the group until
anyone else.
Until
Look at G played that.
he was the whack nigga in the crew. Who else?
If you said the dark skinned dude in Stetson Sonic, I'm with you. Pop.
That was hard. That is the day.
You know, I'm down with the Wu. You could at least say you got me.
And Wu-Tang probably would have been at the time Master Killer, but I got her.
What?
Wait.
At the time, but I got a new affinity.
Come on,
Cat was the band. Master Killer did not work to me over RZA beats. He works better over Ninth Wonder beats. If you listen to all of Master Killer's most recent albums, he's been fucking with Ninth Wonder, and he's amazing.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
So that was me just critiquing, that crew.
He goes deep. He goes deep in the music. You know That's what it is. That's
and
all.
in EPMD, Parrish was the whack one for a while for me. You know what I'm saying? It was just the people that I had the least respect for. Eazy-E, he was the very wackest crew.
Because he sounded like
NWA. Eazy-E was the wackest.
He was like rolling down the street in my 6'4".
He was worse than Yellow.
I'm talking about Yellow didn't rap. Yellow was the DJ. I'm talking about of the rappers.
Exactly.
Of the rappers.
But he was live in red. We won't eat.
He was not live in the red. He was not live in the red.
No.
Easy was not live in the red.
He was more exciting.
He was not live in the red, Dre or Cube. He wasn't.
He was more of a star.
At about
Q brought on the lyrics. He sucked. He had to say it after 15
He was
tries.
reading it off the notebook or the.
You saw the movie. He had to stop at every line.
Okay.
Woke up quick after about noon. Stop.
But they created a masterpiece.
For hip hop.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
He was the
for
whack
hip-hop.
nigga.
He was down the street in
But for
my
real
6'4".
life,
He was a dope nigga as far as that's concerned, but he was a whack nigga in the crew. So again, I'm judgmental when it comes to hip hop. And
I hope you said slow down from St. Lunatics. He didn't say shit.
who listened to St. Lunatics?
Nelly?
everybody.
Yeah, he listened. Corey got a wide
listens to the
range.
St. Lunatics?
Corey mix is
Murphy
wild.
Lee is dope.
Who?
Murphy Lee is dope, man.
Murphy
Yeah,
Lee
Murphy
is
Lee
dope.
dope.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, he's dope.
Damn, Burner. Shit.
I mean, he's no Black Thought, but okay.
Come on, man. Black Thought is. You can't even. You don't say he's no Black
All
Thought.
right. I mean, I'm
Jeez.
just saying. He's no,
Yeah, there's only one Black Thought,
right.
man. But
he's the GOAT.
yeah, hey, look, I felt sorry for Mobb Deep. They were so dope, but they were so young. I'm
Listen
like,
to their
damn.
new album. It just came out. It's
I'm
dope.
like, man, come on, y'all ain't had no time for kids stuff.
2 singles came out.
Yeah, Mobb Deep. I'm like, damn, y'all ain't had no childhood. Y'all was young as hell talking about a grown.
You know why I think musically I feel like we should have been blown up like years ago. But you know why I think we didn't blow up? Because we ain't got
Longitude and latitude.
We ain't got footage.
Well, no.
I ain't got no footage of my old shit.
No, I just
Niggas that blow up get footage.
You could put it out now.
I'm talking about old footage of me as a kid playing on the piano. He was a prodigy.
He been trying this his whole life.
He been doing this his whole life.
This is
He
what I
beating on some
style.
drums as a child.
I honestly think it was because it was like, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I just think it was just like, you know, most Cleveland artists is y'all arrogance. That's what I
Right.
really think.
Yeah.
No, we took this shit out the city.
Exposure.
Nappy Head took it out the city.
I think it was y'all arrogance, bro. I mean,
Nappy Head was arrogant.
I mean, it was Cleveland arrogance. You don't realize it, but it is.
Yeah, because we dope, nigga. Fuck
See
them
what
niggas,
I'm saying? That's what it is. Because it was like
We need them to recognize our dopeness.
I'm agreeing with it. Like everybody that was in that crew, especially freaking Tut. Tut had a sound that was like.
Shout out to Tut.
Shout out to Tut.
Yeah, Tut ain't done music in
Shout
a
out
long
to Tut.
time. He's been raising a daughter and doing great in life.
Very domesticated.
He's a rocket scientist. You know that, right?
It won't surprise me. I didn't know what he was doing.
He works for NASA.
It don't surprise me.
The nigga helped.
Rocking it at their Christmas parties.
He helped develop the landing gear for the shit that's on Mars now. Like they did.
Shout out to Tut, man.
Like this is a
Dope.
Cleveland rapper that's actually one of my friends is a rocket scientist, man. I say that every time I bring his name up. I'm proud of that shit. So I got a friend that works at NASA that's a rocket scientist that raps.
So
Yeah, right.
you got a lot of friends. He got a rocket scientist friend. He got a yoga master friend.
I got a yoga
He
friend.
got a whole bunch of friends.
Yes.
Which means he knows a cult leader.
No, but I'm just if you I sat down in front of all of his Grow Live crew and I said, look, y'all should do this. They all looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, look, I said Tut, you're the battle rapper. You know, nobody like Vig. Your creativity is out of this world. Like you should be like the visual and the creator of all the themes and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I was like Burner and saying like y'all are the performers and Pooh, y'all the MCs, and I'm like, yeah, I had it all planned out in my head for them. They just looked at me like
He said I had a plan. He said I had a plan for them. I see. Now, if you would have walked in there and said I got this plan, and then sat down a briefcase and said here's
some money.
then we would have listened.
Yeah.
But listening to a nigga to say, here's what I think y'all should do, usually don't work.
It didn't.
It don't. And that's not pride. I mean, that's not. It's ego, but it's not a Cleveland thing. That's human, man. Humans. You hear stories when niggas talk about all the time.
But okay, so now that you're hearing it right now at close to 50, I know I'm 50.
Sure.
Do it make sense?
It always makes sense. It's all about application and access. Access is a big thing, and that's one thing that Cleveland has not had, and I don't know why that is. And that's that's over my head with as far as access to the
This was 20 years ago, but go ahead. But did it make sense though?
It's
But
still
access to,
access.
we had access to national, but we didn't have access to national the way we would now. Like if I was coming out now, like I was back then, I would know how to get access because you got the internet, you got everything. Back then, you had to, shout out to WCSB that just went, they just closed the radio station, but the Cleveland College radio station, 98.3, WCSB, 89.3, sorry. WCSB was a radio station that we had to try to get our music on. You know what I'm saying? And with not being, too professional on the music and as far as how the sound, we didn't have mixing and mastering down back in the late, 90s, early 2000s. So a lot of that music, had no edited versions of stuff. They couldn't play a lot of that shit.
A lot of people right now don't even know what mixing down is right now.
Yeah. So, we were shooting ourselves in the foot by not having that extra knowledge of doing the mixing and mastering of the music and stuff like that,
being able to distribute it.
Correct. But we also was looking at motherfuckers like Master P, Master P and people E40 and all them who sold their music out to Trump, and they was able to and we did shows every year. I mean, twice a year. The Kings of the Iron Mic, we did Queens of the Iron Mic. It was a lot of stuff that exposed our music, and again, folks like you, we did have a fan base. There was hundreds of people that fucked with us. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it never got out. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of reasons for it. It ain't one pinpoint thing. But I think a big reason is access. And once access started happening with MySpace, MySpace was a big thing with music. But I fought that for a long time. I fought the first 3 years of MySpace. I didn't want to get on it. I'm like, fuck MySpace.
Yeah, I
didn't know what it was. I didn't care what it was. I didn't know what it would do.
Right.
And so, you know,
hell, I know
again, you live and learn, and you know, you get old. But you know, I'm still making music, so.
No, that's super dope. But you know what? I want to
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, you said talking about shows and everything. Did you start promote? Like, did you learn how to promote because of that? Like, do you start
my promoting and all that shit definitely started back in my music days. We definitely are throwing all the shows we did. You know what I'm saying? So translating that into comedy wasn't shit. So you know, a couple years ago, I had the idea of just putting together a comedy show, and I wanted it to be weed friendly.
Hold on. Like, while you talking about that,
my favorite part.
While you talking about AJ,
yo,
you mind? They got like, you know, like 5 minutes left. The last 5 minutes. Do you mind like letting them come up and talking about what they got going on?
Yeah, I can get just all three of them.
Yeah. Come on up, Gene. Ladies and gentlemen, for the Midnight Paco podcast, Gene Miller and Spike Lou.
Yeah, come on,
you know
man. Where's
hit B? Hit B. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Spike Lou.
Make sure to check out their episode. They're gonna come out.
Spike Lou and Gene Miller. Come on up, take my seat.
Yeah, BGS Entertainment. We're always promoting because every month we got some shit going on. Shout out to the Midnight Paco.
Shout out Midnight Paco.
Do your thing. Tell them what y'all doing because I love y'all. What y'all doing? Y'all got the city on.
Shout out Midnight Paco.
So Puff Laugh, I was getting into about a year and a half ago now. It's been a year and a half. Anyway, year and a half ago, you know what I'm saying, I had the idea to put together a comedy show that's weed friendly. I found a venue that was weed friendly at this place called Lounges, which is downtown Cleveland. This guy named AD got this beautiful black art gallery that he opened up for us, and got with these two gentlemen, and we started promoting the hell out of a dope ass comedy show that pretty much brings two favorite of things together, you know what I'm saying? Weed and comedy. I mean, who doesn't want to sit back, smoke, and laugh? Now, again, it ain't four stoners. Everybody's invited. You know what I'm saying? But
I love it. That's one of my favorite things, but it's
but Puff Laugh has definitely caught on in the city of Cleveland, and we trying to make it bigger. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, anything y'all want to add about?
Yeah, I mean, you know, just like he said, man, you know, we're blessed to be a part of this, you know. It was something that was started, and we're gonna keep going. Hopefully, we get extended into our third year, you know, which I think is gonna happen. But we got the food truck down there. We got the Lowe's.
Yeah, we feed them.
We got your spirit favorites down there.
Yeah.
You know, it's and it's a real vibe. You know, it's a place that people, you know. It ain't no trouble, ain't no none of that, man. It's a loving environment. We got a lot of repeat people that we definitely appreciate. Shout out to all our family out there that come back again and again and again. And you know, like I said, man, we got the merch.
We got t-shirts. We got lighters. We got ashtrays. Where y'all posting this?
Tuesday.
Okay, so
next Tuesday.
Okay, so y'all in time for October 24th is the next show.
October 24th.
So you'll be seeing this in time for that.
Yeah, come on down and get hit with the bop gun.
The biddity bop gun.
So with that being said, we also provide a service for small businesses to network and congregate, and we got comedians. All these comedians have been either at, you know, major events like the Funny Bone or, you know, the Funny Farm, things like that. They've toured, so it's not like some poop but open mic we trying to overcharge you for. It's a really good show. It's real quality, and we have a few celebrities that step in every once in a while. I ain't gonna name drop, but we, you know, and we also create an environment for those of us who may not partake, you know, in the specific niche of the event.
Yeah.
And
Everybody's invited.
Everybody's invited. You know what I mean? So
comedians are free, so you guys can come down and party with us.
Say it again, man. Say it again.
Comedians are free.
Comedians are free.
Can I address that? Because y'all was talking. No, seriously, y'all was talking about the entertainment industry in Cleveland. Number one, I hold the DJs and the club owners accountable. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I say that is, the club owners, I start with them. I used to manage. I'm not gonna go into all of that, but at the end of the day, I always demanded we're not walking in the front door with nobody else. We're the entertainment.
Yeah.
You're not about to treat it. If I'm standing in the line with a nigga, he's not about to listen what the fuck I'm talking about on the stage.
Right.
I just seen
Yeah,
they-
that makes
I just seen a
sense.
nigga outside.
Yeah. Yeah. If you had to pay to get in, then what?
That nigga was standing behind me. The motherfucking boss when they gonna let the nigga in. But that I've been.
Yeah, we've been treated that way.
Y'all, I told y'all what I used to do when I was selling and doing my thing. So I've been across the country. And when I went to
Sound like a drug mule. I told y'all when I was selling across the country.
But when I went to every city that was like a hip hop city, I would say, an urban city. Well, I don't know how to say it, but
Most of the niggas.
I ain't want to say it that way. But but mostly niggas.
I ain't saying we was in the hood, but we was on MLK Boulevard.
We was on MLK.
I don't know what city it was.
I ain't want to say that.
But it definitely was
It was definitely MLK Boulevard.
But as soon as I pulled up, I seen the nigga with $1. But anyway, one thing I learned about like Atlanta, Houston, these big North Carolina, I would say definitely Cali. Their local music gets played more than national music.
They support their local.
Yeah.
Well, they ain't actually got a choice.
Yeah. But I mean, the fact that they do though is what it is.
That's
what we talking about.
I'm gonna tell you the real game.
Okay.
They ain't actually got a choice.
But the point that you're making is that they support.
It's a very famous DJ.
Jane, let me add to that,
I'm just saying this one thing about Cleveland, and this is how I put my people that I was on the map and got on the first national 1079 DJs mixtape, because I ain't gonna say his name. Right. But nigga, if you thought you was about to keep on rocking out at our local clubs and get money in this bitch, and we wasn't gonna get played or wasn't on your mixtape, you out your rabbit ass man.
I agree.
That's how the game works.
That's what I was gonna say, man. I seen a video. I don't know how recent or when it was, but it was a Trick from Detroit. Shout out to Trick. I don't know you, sir, but I appreciate you what you're doing for the culture. And it was him and Rusty 5'9" as well. Appreciate you, brother. And he was saying the same thing. You're not gonna keep coming through my city with your tour or whatever you got going. And we got talent right here. Like put one of them, you know what I'm saying? Somebody on stage.
That's somebody from here. You know.
Like, I think that's only right.
And that's what makes our show successful, because we find the best that most people ain't heard of yet. Right. You understand where I'm coming from? Like they got real fire. Yeah. Like. And we bring them to our stage because you got an audience that appreciates homegrown comedy.
Yep.
And
it's a good time.
You know, and that and saying that to say this, that's our mission. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of as like I go to different shows, and this just might be just me, but I be like, damn man, y'all be treating the motherfucking customers like they blessed to show up here or something. God damn, like. Don't do that. Mm-hmm. We have hospitality. We really love and cherish everybody that comes out.
Get a free gift when they get there.
Hey, we start on time.
Yeah,
we start on time. We start on time. Play with your time.
Doors at 7, show is at 8. We start on time,
and we give them a free gift.
And we give them a free gift.
But that's another thing, customer service, and that's what I was talking about with the entertainment industry. There's no customer service. This is you booked them as entertainment. They're your customer service for the night.
Yeah.
Treat them as such.
Yeah.
You won't give them a goddamn bottle. Let them smoke some weed in the back. They ain't even asking for that. Can we have to smoke weed back there? You know what I'm saying?
So now we got the venue for you.
And then, that's a problem. I seen on, I know I'm about to go, but I seen on some shit, it was like a documentary, and it was an NBA All-Star. And remember Eric Snow used to play for the Cavs?
Yeah, he fat as shit now.
They was in D.C. And this nigga went to a club. And the security told him, nah. That nigga was fired on the spot, boy. Yeah. You gotta know who you gotta know.
Yeah.
Puff, laugh.
Yeah. October 24th.
Midnight Paco.
Midnight Paco. We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all fellas is doing a big thing here.
I'm about to go.
I'm rolling up. Hey, follow Puff _laugh on Instagram.
Puff _laugh on Instagram.
All right.
And we appreciate y'all. Me. Thank you, fellas.
Don't get up yet. We gotta close it up.
Hell yeah. See? That's what I'm talking about, everybody.
Yeah, we came posse up.
Dope, man.
The next
Came
show.
posse up. Oh, hold on. They gotta close the show out.
The next show is October 24th.
October 24th, yes. October 24th at Lounges 1547 St. Clair Avenue on the dope side of St. Clair, where nothing really is happening. It's very quiet and so don't let the word St. Clair Avenue scare you.
You ain't gonna keep talking shit about St. Clair.
I mean, y'all rep it.
Nigga, this the Clair.
October 24th down at Lounges on 1547 St. Clair, man. Y'all, it's an experience that you won't forget and you absolutely love. This ain't the normal comedy show.
So
So
people can know it. You guys do it every
once a month.
Once a month?
Pretty much
Okay.
every third Friday. It kind of works out
Okay,
that way.
so it's
Sometimes
like
the dates
towards the end,
Yeah,
middle.
but like third Friday-ish of the
Okay.
month. But it's always on a Friday. And then, like I said, October 24th is the next one. So this is gonna be right on time for your fans to come on out and support. Come support, man.
And they got dope comics,
I
man.
personally
I'm
haven't
telling
been,
you.
but my sister says she
Yeah.
enjoys herself every time she comes. Because I be at work.
Yeah,
That's the only reason
I
why.
got date nights.
Y'all
and
be asking me
such,
if I had a home if I didn't have this job. I'll be
we
there all
gotta
the
get out
time.
there.
Well, there it is, man.
Excuses.
Well, again, y'all get it free. So if you ever call off work and say "fuck that job" and want to come support, man, like,
sure.
I'm about to put Burner on blast.
Oh shit! I thought we were closing the show out.
Burner used to be like, "Yeah, man, come to the show, man. For you, man, I'll charge you $13, man. Come on to the show." He would send me these texts he's like, "Yeah, man, you know I got you."
No. You remember?
$13, man.
You remember? There was a different iteration of Puff Puff Laugh in the beginning. As we transformed into our current iteration, that has all changed. So comedians are free, okay?
Okay.
And it's been that way for a while.
Okay.
So don't worry about that.
All right. Yo, Jay, where can they find you, baby?
Everybody, you can follow me at Justin Full Comedy on all platforms.
I am the_great_COREE. That's where you can find me, or you can find us both at the Midnight Paco Podcast.
Midnight Paco!
Where can they find you?
Burner 216, Puff Puff Laugh, Puff Puff _laugh on all Instagrams and all that shit. And we on Facebook too, Puff Puff Laugh. And you can find me at the show. Come to the show.
That's what's up. Check you out next week. Peace out.
Midnight Paco!
Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast.